So our back to school series continues this morning. We got some really helpful, stress-free learning tips to ease kids back into that learning mode.
Yeah, so joining us live here in the studio, we have Victoria, the owner and director of Sylvan Learning Centers. So we're talking about this whole back to school, and kids are, they're getting dressed up, they got their new haircuts, but it's not just having the right school supplies, right?
Correct. It's about having the right mindset, making sure that you have set expectations for the school year, and I don't mean grades. Grades can be stressful for kids, and they don't always think as far ahead as report cards. So when we set expectations for kids, it kind of alleviates some of the stress that comes with starting a new school year. So setting expectations like going to bed at 9, going to bed at at a reasonable hour, getting up at a reasonable hour, so we're not rushed in the morning. And making those expectations clear, having homework done in a homework space before all of that settled before school starts.
I kind of like that, about having a designated homework space. You come here, this is where you do the work. Not the bedroom. Okay, that's a good point, because I just, knowing me, shut the door and then, hey, Stacy, what's going on? No, but we have to focus on the homework, and you kind of know that right when you get there. And so, okay, we're coming off of summer break. The kids have kind of had a little bit of a free-for-all, which they need. They need a little bit of a break. So what are some ways that parents can kind of ease them back into some of those good habits as we're getting back to school, and just kind of put them into the routine, but not so stressful?
So spending time. And back to the expectations, having those expectations as a family. So if we're going to set a reasonable bedtime for you, I'm going to have a reasonable bedtime as well. Enjoy the bedtime. Read. I have a lot of books here.
Yeah.
Kids tend to start to think about school and reading as a chore. Reading should be fun. And so I've selected some, different age group level books. This is a great time as a family to spend reading, talking about what you've read. I love when there are movie tie-ins, and a lot of these books here have movie tie-ins because there's a little carrot there that you can put out for kids. Like if we read this book, then we'll go see the movie and compare and contrast.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, movie night. Yeah,
makes it more fun. Makes it there's some incentive there to read it. And some of these books are very visual. That doesn't mean it's not valuable. We want reading to be fun, not a chore. And so if your child needs pictures along with their reading, give them pictures along with their reading.
Some vibrant illustrations, like we're seeing some tips right here, and maybe or incorporating activities like you mentioned, going to the movies, and then celebrating those wins. I like that. Just gotta, celebrate along the way.
You have other things here. How does this come into play?
So things that are learning but don't feel like learning can be counting money. This is a life skill, counting and sorting. I brought little bears here that have different colors and different sizes, and if we got into it, different weights. And just picking some things out of your home that you can do some of those things with your child. Counting money is a great thing. Dump your coin purse out and sort the coins, count it. And you can do that with any age level.
Yeah, I love that. And that makes them excited, to count it up, and maybe, they finish a few chores and they get some money on the side
have
too.
A good concept of money, what things actually cost. So how do you get a kid to just be confident? Because that's so much pressure going into a new school year. I mean, especially if it's a new school, you don't know anybody. So how do you get them confident to walk in there and just own it?
So one of the things kids have to remember, it's everybody's first day. Some of those kids, like the high school that you were just highlighting, everybody there is new. And so remember that. Walk in with a smile, head held high, and own the day. Whether it's something that's going to be challenging or something that's going to be very easy, own it. And don't be afraid to ask questions, ask for help, communicate with your teacher, communicate with your parents. Those are some things. It's a teamwork. It's a team.
I love that. It's like you're starting fresh, and guess what? So is everybody.
So are those 400 kids. They're all in the same boat. That's
the 399 other kids are all starting new too.
Their first day at that school. So,
absolutely. Okay, so I just love that. You have so many helpful resources for parents too, who maybe just don't even know how to start, right? Or more of these tips. So where can we go to learn a little bit more about Sylvan Learning Center and see if there's one maybe near us?
So we have a website, sylvanlearning.com. That will get you to your local Sylvan Learning Center. Call us. Anyone that answers the phone would be happy to discuss some of these tips or how they are specific to your child. We love to talk to parents about how we can help make the school year better, make the school year successful for their kids.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's a buzz going around. You know, like that first day, it's a clean slate.
Yes.
That's what I love about it. It's a clean slate. Whatever happened last year, it doesn't matter. This year, we're starting fresh, and this is a great way to call you guys to get some of those great tips to set up a good year.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, give us a call.
Yeah, Victoria, thank
Thanks,
you so
Victoria.
much.
Yeah.
This
Thank
is
you for
very
having me.
interesting. Maybe we'll get some book recommendations
like these
going
little
on.
bears.
Oh,
This is
okay. He
cool.
doesn't want to read. He wants to play.
Nope, I need pictures.
He needs, but hey, so do I. I don't blame you. This is so cool. Thank you so much, Victoria.